Too loud now. Okay. Check, check, check. 1, 2. That's the Goldilocks zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All good. now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, do you want me to wait? Okay, cool. This is an audio test. Pre-match coming to you live from Kingston Heath Soccer Complex. The Bentley Greens taking on Northcote City. Check, check, 1, 2. Okay. If you need me to do it again, let James know, please. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final day of VPL 1 action for the season, as Bentley Greens take on Northcote City at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex, and the equation couldn't be simpler. A win will send Bentley back to the top flight as champions after 2 years in the wilderness in the second tier. The four-time Victorian champions are on the verge under their veteran head coach George Katsakis, who had so many years of success with Heidelberg. He's set to add another feather to his cap by reviving the fallen giants, Bentley Greens. Up against him today is his former protege. His assistant at Heidelberg and goalkeeping coach Jeff Olver takes charge of Northcote City on a caretaker basis following the departures of Steve Bebic and Željko Kuzman. Northcote have nothing left to play for this season, and as such have made several changes from the side that was defeated 2-1 in a shock result by Manningham last week, leaving a playoff place beyond their reach. Dom Falla is suspended after his 5th yellow card of the season, and there are 4 voluntary changes: Ahmed Taleb, Josh Wilkins, Dean Larson and Thierry Iridakunda, who are all out of the squad. Retaining their starting places: Sam Ward, Liam Nolan, Dante Sakita, Alan Webb, Rob Harding and Zach Bates. Coming in from the bench to the starting lineup: Noah Spaseski, Noah Kalamata and Martin Palinic. And coming in from the cold, promoted from the under-23s, Jackson Nachovsky and Zach Appleton. On the bench today for Northcote: Owen Ashton, Jaden Scott and Austin Ganino. Coming in, another 3 promoted players from the youth ranks: Ko Nakajima, Chris Badawi and James Batsias. For Bentley, just the 2 changes from the side that came from behind to defeat the North Sunshine Eagles 2-1 at Larissa Reserve last week, leaving them top of the table by a point thanks to some Sean Ellis magic. Kevin Rubashevsky drops to the bench. Martin Boldea is suspended for his 5th yellow card of the campaign and out of the squad entirely. In comes Cameron Saul, who scored 8 goals for Bentley this season, their top scorer in the division, and Lee Broxham, the veteran of 383 A-League games for the Melbourne Victory, the record holder, starts in midfield today. He's even got a Savlaki named after him at Bentley now. What an honour. Starting for Bentley today, in between the sticks: Brendan White, Michael Martinovich, Scott Hillier, Nathan Sim and Joseph Hunt, making up the goalkeeper and defensive unit. Adrian Zara and Luca Resti in midfield, Aidan Vodessen and Sean Ellis in attack. On the bench, Kevin Rubashevsky, Keegan Coulter, Rio Okamoto, Dion Nicolaitis, Ishmael Haji and Chris Drutzis comes back in to start on the pine. So we are underway here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex. I hardly need to tell you what colour the Bentley Greens are playing in. Northcote in the white, kicking from left to right. This is Cameron Saul holding the ball up well, the Englishman. Bentley building promisingly here through a Resti. They'll settle for a throw. Sean Ellis wants the ball. Instead it's going to go longer towards Saul. Cut off by the defence. And Broxham wins it back and recycles. Aerial ball won by Nachovsky, who is on loan from the Preston Lions to get some first-team football with Northcote. His brother Jaden is highly rated talent at Melbourne City as well, so it runs in the family for the Nachovskys. Hooked from right to left by Sean Ellis, and he finds Von Essen very cleverly, and he just lost his footing Not a lot of live grass on that Kingston Heath surface at this time of the year. Will be a factor in this game. Crunching challenge from Palinic. Well, anyone who thought Northcote were taking this game lightly can just look to that tackle as evidence that they are not. Well, forwards, dealt with by Hillier. Zara trying to punch it through. Saul spins his man. Cameron Saul onto his left peg. And no way past. Towering figure of Nachovsky. He's looked lively already this afternoon in the opening throws of this game. Aresti keeping the ball under intense pressure. Hillier. Sim has some work to do. Rob Harding was arriving in a hurry. Sim towards Von Essen. And away from danger for now. Dante Sakita gets it clear. Not going anywhere fast though as Joseph Hunt takes over possession. A real cut and thrust to this one already. Some tempo that Northcote City are pressing with. And Bentley are moving the ball with. That's surely a handball. Not spotted by the referee. Zach Appleton able to continue. Alan Webb. Webb to whip it in. And Nathan Sim called into action. The sun a factor for the Bentley goalkeeper, Brendan White. Especially from crosses from that area. Zara off Palinic. And Bentley will take a breath. Not for long though. Zara wants to get things restarted quickly. Frenetic pace in this fixture, which is what we want to see in VPL 1. The Chaos League. Anything less than a win today, and it opens the door for Melbourne City and Caroline Springs George Cross to overtake Bentley and condemn them to the promotion playoffs instead of an automatic spot. Of course, Bentley have their destiny in their hands. A win today sends them up as champions. So they can't think about what's going on over at George Cross or Dunstan Reserve. They need to focus on the here and now. Northcote come clear with possession. It's well won by Alan Webb. And it could be an early chance for Northcote. He's got no support in the middle. Finds the cut back to Bates, who was his only option, but the shot is sprayed. There's already a goal to tell you about, and it's not one that will please Bentley. Caroline Springs George Cross have already taken a 1-0 lead against Western United. And it's City Vista, that game. So as things stand, Bentley are in second spot, George Cross on top of the league. And Melbourne City would miss out. Of course, a lot of football left to play this afternoon. This year, though, there's the second chance of the playoffs. One of these three outstanding teams who've been duelling for top spot all season. Third will play sixth, fourth v fifth in the semi-finals, and then a playoff final to come for promotion. Bentley want to get it done today. It's a beautiful ball in behind, and Alan Webb is in! And Northcote have taken the lead. Would you believe it? With nothing left to play for this season, they've come to play spoiler. Alan Webb with his 11th goal of the season. It was a visionary pass from midfield. I believe it was Sam Ward who showed the vision from deep to slide it through the Bentley backline. Webb was clearly onside. Beat Joseph Hunt for pace and kept his cool in front of goal. That is a major twist in the promotion race. I tell you, you could hear a pin drop at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex when that hit the back of the net. It's a heavy home crowd presence here today. But Northcote have come with a point to prove and pride on the line. Ellis hooks it in behind. Saul, could there be an instant reply? The backup keeper, Noah Kalamata, fast off his line to deny. Well, it's only the 20th goal that Bentley have conceded in 26 games this season. Their success has been built on their defensive record. The next best is City on 26. With 5 wins from their last 6 games, they've kept 5 clean sheets in that span. So to breach this Bentley backline is no mean feat, but Northcote have managed it early here. That'll be a free kick for Kalamata. Spaseski caught in trouble by Zara, and Adrian Zara takes over and slides it to Cameron Saul. And the block deflection lands the ball on the roof of the net. Huge chance for Cam Saul. Northcote with an error of their own making. Noah Spaseski dwelling in possession, had his pocket picked by Adrian Zara. Some desperate last-ditch defending means that Northcote survive. Missed interception here from Palinic though. Von Essen trying to curl one. Took a touch on the way through. Bentley corner. It will be Ellis to take. Delivery was on the money. Zara! Powerful snapshot from the captain. Oohs and ahs from the crowd as it sizzles over the crossbar. Picked away by Wards. Zara showing desperation to win that loose ball. Saul was being held, or so he thought. Appleton, Spaseski with an errant pass, and Nachowski is forced to come across and tap it out over the sideline for a throw, so the Hercules backline can reset. Keeping an eye on the scores that are coming in. Eastern Lions lead Kingston City, both those sides already relegated. North Sunshine Eagles have taken the lead against Lang Warren. So that means North Sunshine are in the 6 as things stand. Still 1-0 to Caroline Springs George Cross, which means they top the table at present. But Bentley still sit in a promotion spot on the live ladder, unless Melbourne City can find a goal against Brunswick City. Bentley are applying all the pressure at the moment. Cross from Joseph Hunt. He's deflected behind for another corner. Luca Resti will take. Former Melbourne City talent. Spent some time with the Preston Lions last year. Oresti's in-swinger. Nachovsky's header away. It's going to be a Northcote ball. Much to Aidan von Essen's dismay. Difficult to tell from our broadcast position. Dante Sakita playing left back today. More commonly seeing him in midfield, but there's been a reshuffle. Got Liam Nolan partnering Nachovsky at the back with Sam Ward, the ever versatile Sam Ward. Irishman. He's played everywhere from central defence to centre forward in his time at Northcote, playing in central midfield today, and he's already come up with that killer assist. Here's Zach Bates. It's back with Wards. Couldn't split the Bentley backline again. Helped on by Zara and Ellis. Von Essen, contact from behind him from Nachovsky. In fact, it was Oresti who was fouled, I should say. Out to Saul, who goes around the outside. Cameron Saul, across goal, a touch from Kalamata was crucial. And hooked away by Northcote. And now the flag will go up on Webb, who was certainly straying beyond the last defender. Well, he puts his hands to his head. But we could see that pretty definitively from our broadcast position. Alan Webb was offside. Good decision from the linesman on the near touchline. Cross towards the danger zone. It was Palinic who dealt with it. They've got a lot of height in that back line today, Northcote, so I don't know whether Bentley are going to have much luck with the aerial crossing route. This is Michael Martinovic, I should say. Zara, out to Ellis. Northcote put it into touch. Martinovic takes it quickly, trying to keep this relentless pace. Aresti for Saul. Saul slides it through. Ellis! Off the crossbar! And the rebound from Broxham is into the side netting. You thought that was Sean Ellis's moment. Have another look. It was great work from Oresti. And then the side volley from Ellis. He was almost on the deck as he took it. I do apologise for the obstruction to the broadcast today. Unfortunately, the scaffold on the far side has not been tipped off by council, so we're not able to use it. Saul. On to Ellis. Ellis's ball in. And no telling touch from Aidan von Essen. Still scoreless at Dunstan Reserve between Brunswick and Melbourne City. Hunt. Saul. Quick switch of play finds Rob Harding, former South Melbourne man. Appleton. Crunching tackle from Broxham. It's a rapturous round of applause from the spectators. And here they come on the break, the Bentley Greens. Aresti. Brilliant ball from Aresti. Oh, it's Scott Hillier. Oh, it's a great save. The rebound, Saul. Kalamata flying through the air again. The Northcote City backup goalkeeper is proving unbeatable so far. Poor pass from Appleton. Here come the Greens once more. Martinovic. Gets it back from Aresti. Ellis. They've been peppering the Northcote City goal. Ellis unleashes and it's well over the bar. Clarifying, Melbourne City in fact have the better goal difference than Bentley, so if they get a point today, things stay as they are. George Cross winning against Western United, it will in fact be Bentley dropping to third. So as it stands, Bentley are missing out on promotion, at least automatically. Noah Kalamata knocks it forwards. He's having the game of his life at the moment. You can see how much it meant to him just by the way he celebrated one of those saves earlier in the piece. Bates. To Sakita. Wards. Aresti. Vaults it over the top of Sakita and plays in Ellis in the wide area. The Scotsman flying forward and he was impeded. And the referee, Lucas Matia, who officiated the Doherty Cup final recently, spots the infringement straight away. It's going to be Ellis to take it himself. Nathan Sim has come forward, so too Scott Hillier, who went on an adventure a moment ago. Looked into the near stick. Not Ellis's best dead ball work, it must be said. Palinch. Cut out by Hunt. Really well done by Hillier. That was an awkward ball. Aresti sliding in. was Zach Bates. And this is Appleton. Northcote have shown they're up for the fights. Spaseski trying to play that killer ball into Alan Webb. I don't think Lightning's going to strike twice there. Shown aggression and tenacity. Maybe they just need to show a little bit of composure, Northcote, to hang on to this lead or even extend it. Bentley, you can sense the desperation already on the final day. Saul carries it round the outside. Cam Saul off the chest. Appeals from the fans more than players for handball. I don't think that was ever in danger of being a penalty. Scoreless at Dunstan. Georgie's lead against Western United as the floating delivery comes in and Kalamata will claim. Of course he will. His opportunity to displace Ahmed Talib going forward for Northcote to next season. So we know how much these rosters can change, especially in VPL 1 year to year. There's been no confirmation of who will lead Northcote City next year as yet, whether Jeff Oliver will stay on board. Here's Ellis. He's robbed of possession by Spaseski. Fans wanted a free kick. There's a Northcote player down behind play. Wards trying to pick out Alan Webb again. It's a brilliant ball. And here he is, the goal scorer. Takes it wide and smacks the woodwork. Brendan White thanking his lucky stars he wasn't beaten at his near post. The Bentley Greens living dangerously. Their dreams of promotion back to Victoria's top flight hanging by a thread. This is Aresti teeing up Cam Saul! A huge chance. And he's paid the price as well. Caught on the follow-through by the defender, I believe. But you'd have put your house on a striker of Cam Saul's quality to be burying that into the top corner. Instead, he blazed it wide. Jeff Oliver calling the Northcote players over for an impromptu team talk during the stoppage. So too the Bentley Greens coaching staff. Wow. The Bentley coaching staff giving their players an absolute bath. Tongue lashing from the looks of things. Words of their coaches ringing in their ears, perhaps quite literally. Saul has been given the thumbs up by the physio from the looks of things and will continue. I don't think it was ever in doubt. He's a tough customer. Crowd growing impatient and toey. It's Bentley temporarily down to 10. Von Essen gives up the chase. Perhaps he shouldn't have. Webb throws the step over. And another. Scuffs the pass. Northcote City get a second bite at the cherry here. As Appleton squares it to Bates. was in two minds there. Von Essen chests it down. Can't find a teammate. Bates. Ellis, superb first touch. Under boatloads of pressure. Sim will take it down and reset. On a warm afternoon here in Cheltenham. Crowd has grown really healthily. There's packed stands here on the near side. Plenty of fans staring into the sun on the far. Broxham. Martinovic. Helped through by Aresti. Ellis turned on a dime. Oh, and skinned his marker and rolled it in low. And Nachovsky did enough against Cam Saul. Martinovic to cross. Hangs it up. Cameron Saul! He thought he was fouled, I think. Arguing to the referee that he was shoved. Another chance goes begging for Saul. And if it's not going to be him, who will it be? This is a Bentley side that, despite coming into this weekend top of the table, has not scored that many goals this season. 42 is nothing to sneeze at, but 7 teams have equalled or bettered their goal tally in 2025. And compared to Georgie's on 69, 70 now today, and Melbourne City on 66, it's paltry. It's their defensive record has been the building block for their success. Not short of attacking talent, of course. Sean Ellis, chief amongst those creative wizards in the front line. 53 goals in 180 NPL Victoria games for Heidelberg, even more if you add up the all-competition stats. And he tends to be a big game player as well, the veteran. So Nachovsky deals with another cross. It's another Greens corner. To be taken by the flame-haired Scott from Fort William. This is Ellis. Into the near post and allowed to bounce, and it misses everybody. There's an inquest going on in the Northcote backline as to how that was allowed to slide through. It had pace and dip and swerve and venom on it from Ellis. Too much even for his teammates to connect. Ellis, Aresti. Sims header. It's going to be an offside flag against Webb, who was coming back from a position 2 advanced. Broxham's not going to be able to take the free kick from there. Zara. How will these players deal with this pressure situation? They've got bags of experience in the team. It's not something Bentley are lacking under George Katsakis. Spaseski. Slides it through. Oh, it's a brilliant through ball. Is that a penalty against Robert Harding? Lucas Mattia was never interested. Ward. Onto Appleton. Hillier in the way. Martinovic. Ellis. Aresti. Helps it onto Broxham. Palinic away and into touch. was almost too hot to handle for Hillier. Dealt with it well. Lofted into the channel. Throw in to be taken by Hunt. The Newport County product at left back. Welshman. That's a nasty challenge from Palinic. You know, he's caught Aresti with his studs, however unintentionally. He's given a word of warning from Lucas Matia. Short routine, Von Essen, cut back, Zara! What? That one came flying off the boot from Adrian Zara. Aresti's in swinging delivery. It'll come out to Ellis. Lofted back in off his right. Northcote come away on the break. Harding. He's got pace to burn. Takes on Martinovic. Martinovic had a head start. Well dealt with from the former Dandenong City man. Let run through to Brendan White. He punts it downfield. If you're just joining us, Alan Webb has given Northcote City a shock lead on the final day of the season. To not only deny Bentley the championship, but potentially deny them promotion as well. And the Greens answer. Aresti. Bags of technical ability, Luke Aresti. Ward, Appleton exchanging some risky passes in front of their defence. Bentley's press turns the ball back over. Zara rides the challenge, throws his arms in the air, looking for a free kick. Bentley's attack continues though. Hunt. Von Essen. Hunt! Oh, that could have gone anywhere. It's well up with soul! Bentley level! A slice of fortune about the goal. But they've been peppering Northcote City over and over. And it's a well-deserved equaliser for Cameron Saul. Couldn't believe his luck. Clearance slice to him straight in the 6-yard box. And he had the guile and the awareness and the balance to redirect that ball into the roof of the net and level the score at Kingston Heath. And with Melbourne City still drawing against Brunswick City, that puts Bentley back second on the live ladder and into the automatic promotion places. How crucial could that prove? What a relief for the Bentley Greens. They want more, though. They want the championship. They want to keep promotion in their hands and not rely on Melbourne City dropping points. Von Essen floats it high. It's a hopeful cross more than anything. Rolled out short to Noah Spaseski. Cleared by Liam Nolan. Martinovic. Broxton. Finding Saul. Saul had two in support. And telegraphed the pass. And Liam Nolan did enough. Away comes Bates. Taken down cynically by Broxham, who will go into the book. First yellow card of the match. And it's his 7th of the campaign. Former Melbourne Victory enforcer, who graced the A-League for so many years in so many different positions. Bentley bench not impressed. A pretty cut and dry booking to me, at least from our vantage point. And it's the Irishman, the set-piece specialist, Sam Ward, who stands over the free kick. Onto the head of Broxham and behind for a Northcote corner. Will be taken by Dante Sakita. Plenty of tall timber forward for Northcote. Oh, Bukowski was attacking it. Nathan Sim did very well against a much taller player. Saul. Onto Resty. The return ball for Saul into the channel. Bentley building on the break. The goal scorer Saul. Chops inside. Rolls it back to Zara. Left for Ellis. Away past Nolan. Hopeful appeals for handball. Zara into the wrestling match with Bates. Referee pays advantage. Oh, Zach Bates had two on the right. Poor decision from the number 17. Not sure whether he was trying to punch one through the lines or go for goal himself. But there were white shirts arriving. Really should have used one of them. Webb. No whistle. Very laissez-faire approach. The man with the whistle there. Saul. Back to Ellis. Oh, that's an awful cross. Less said about that one, the better. From Aidan Von Essen. Resty can't keep it in. Palinic. Ward steps in. Bates. Left it behind him. Broxham. Arresty. Hunt. Saul. Rolled through for Von Essen. Cut back to Saul. Oh, Cameron Saul! Sent two defenders the wrong way, but couldn't beat the goalkeeper. Spectacular feint. Appleton and Nachovsky were with him, and then they weren't. Sent to the shops by Cam Saul. But once again, Noah Kalamata stands tall and stands in the way. The shot was too close to him in truth, but he's been excellent. Sim. It's wide to Ellis. Broxham have his heels clipped. No protests from the veteran. Ward opens up his stride. Zara slides in. Oh, brilliant work from the Bentley captain. Not once but twice to dispossess Ward. Turned over by a resty. Webb. So back off Appleton. Sims snapping into the challenge. Juggled on the head. Seal dribble from Ellis. Draws some oohs and ahs and even a round of applause from a section of the crowd. Shades of curl on. Von Essen leaves Palinic in the dust. Rolls it on towards Broxham. Broxham put it into the danger area, but to no one in particular. Martinovic did enough to put Rob Harding off. Three minutes up on the fourth official's board to end this first half. And what rollicking entertainment we've had at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex. Bentley with all the possession, most of the chances, but Northcote took the lead and struck the woodwork. This is Ellis, who's offside. He struck the woodwork himself, Sean Ellis, desperately unlucky as the ball ricocheted off the underside of the crossbar. From another acrobatic volley. He scored two of them last week. Alan Webb with the opening goal to leave the home fans' mouths agape. Bentley picked their jaws off the floor and equalised through Cameron Saul. It was really a weight of numbers. They were bound to score eventually, given the amount of attacking positions they've taken up in this game. Eventually one spilled for Saul, and he made no mistake from point-blank range. Meanwhile, Northcote City have a free kick in almost the exact same position as they took one a few minutes ago. So Sam Ward should have his eye in from here. Nachovsky and Nolan the obvious targets. Palinic in there as well. Disappointing delivery from Ward. Sakita. Hillier heads only as far as Webb. It's going to be a Northcote ball. Still scoreless over at Dunstan Reserve. Melbourne City are yet to find the goal they need to overhaul Bentley in the promotion race. And the side that came into the day in third spot, Caroline Springs George Cross, currently in pole position. It's going to be Ellis to the byline, surrounded by white shirts. Goal kick is the verdict from the assistant. And Lucas Matia brings the first half to a close. Well, so far, it's enough. But Bentley can't be sure of that. If Melbourne City find a goal against Brunswick City, they will drop to third. This Bentley side wants to cap a memorable season with a championship and automatic promotion back to the top flight of Victorian football. But to do that, in the second half, the four-time Victorian champions will need a go-ahead goal. Let's go! Let's go! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A season-defining 45 minutes ahead for the Bentley Greens, as they need a winning goal here against Northcote City to secure automatic promotion and the VPL 1 championship. There's Alan Webb, who's shocked Bentley with his opener early in the first half after a visionary pass from Sam Ward. Bentley's leading goal scorer with his 9th of the year, Cameron Saul, came up trumps in a goalmouth scramble after a fluffed clearance fell straight to him in the 6-yard box, and the Englishman made no mistake, burying it in the roof of the net and putting Bentley back into the promotion spots on the live ladder. As things stand, with Caroline Springs George Cross leading Western United by 2-0, it will be Georgies that claim the title, and Melbourne City, scoreless against Brunswick City at Dunstan Reserve, will have to settle for 3rd spot, with Bentley going up in 2nd. But if City score, then Bentley drop out of the promotion places and into the playoffs. Well, they'll have to win 2 sudden death games to go up, so they need a winning goal here to keep it in their hands and wrap up this memorable season with some silverware as well. 4-time Victorian champions, 3-time Doherty Cup winners. Hallmark of the MPL Victoria era was John Anastasiadis' Bentley lifting silverware. Ward is going to unleash from range. Hillier in the way. Intelligently done from Ellis. Martinovic forward. This fallen giant, after their shock relegation in 2023, has been stuck in the 2nd tier of Victorian football for 2 seasons now, and it's a tough league to get out of. It's a tough league to control games with the pace of play being so high. They've done a good job of that this season. They've only conceded 20 goals, including Webb's opener today, in 26 matches. They still need to find a way through this Northcote backline. Northcote have come to play. There's an injury concern here for Nachowski. Come Bentley through Aresti. Rolls it down the line for Von Essen. Shuffled over the byline by Spaseski. And Bentley start the second half with a corner. Who else but Sean Ellis over the dead ball, even if it is an out swinger for him on his left peg. The man made for the big occasion. So many high-stakes, high-drama games for the Burgers over the years. He answered the call mid-season returning from his beloved Fort William in Scotland, as his former head coach George Katsakis summoned him. Martinovic. Aresti for Saul. Dispossessed by Nolan. Bates. Well done by Bates. Plays in Alan Webb, who showed too much of the ball to Scott Hillier. One of the only Bentley players who's been here through the relegation, through last season's disappointments as well. The Kiwi in the heart of the back line. Proxim surely fouled. Hillier. Rolls it back to Brendan Weiss. Sim. Nolan's header. Sakita off Ellis. Northcote throw. Bentley did emerge victorious with a second half winner against Northcote in their earlier meeting this season at John Cain. Ismail Haji netting the decisive goal on 74 minutes. A 2-1 victory. Haji's on the bench for Bentley today. If they need some inspiration, why not look to the man who provided it last time out? Von Essen was left reeling from that contact off Nolan. He sprung back to his feet though. Martinovic. Proxim. Bentley will shift the point of attack. Hamsall running the channel. It's Joey Hunt on the ball. And Aresti breaking the line. Oh, Aresti beats his man, all ends up. Rolls it back, Saul. Vaseski in the way. Zach Bates has his eyes up. Didn't have much to aim for in front of him in truth. Zara. Nolan steps in. Ward. Martinovic with the header. The Northern Irishman in the back line. Fetch from over 200 professional appearances in the UK. Long throw taken quickly by Harding. And Scott Hillier is around on the cover. Bates runs straight into his marker. Bowls him over and keeps possession. Oh, Ward! Fancied a snapshot from range. No stranger to a spectacular goal. Usually from a dead ball, Sam Ward, but can hit them, that's for sure. Ward. Nolan will go back to his goalkeeper. Zara. Saul combining with Aresti, cleanly won by Nolan. Telegraphs the pass, and it's picked off by Martinovic. Ellis playing the 1-2. Oh, Nolan's been everywhere to start this second half. Good first touch from Broxham. He'll hang it up into the box. Hunt to deliver again. I think he went for goal. Skidded through for a goal kick. Zara. Zara again onto the second ball. Scoops up the leftovers and rolls it out to Von Essen. Von Essen to cross. No way past Nolan again. He's a one-man wall in front of the Northcote goal at the moment. Harding adjudged to have been backing into Hillier rather than pulled down. I have been trying to spot George Katsakis in the Bentley dugout. He's not present today, I assume a touchline ban. It's actually Luke Biles, his former captain at Heidelberg. He's delivering the instructions and some pretty vociferous criticism of his players in the first half from the looks of things from a distance. And he's not happy. He's going to make a double change. Does Bentley have a free kick? Rio Okamoto is ready to come on. And Kevin Rubashevsky Ellis with the ball in. It drops kindly to Aresti. Oh, and he goes down. Was Luke Aresti bundled over there? Ellis. The Bentley crowd was certain that was a spot kick. Lucas Martia was unmoved. Hunt galloping forward. Hunt will go for goal. Beaten away only as far as Aresti. Scrambles it in! Bentley lead! The Greens are back on top of the table thanks to a double from Cameron Saul. And yet again, by sheer force of will, they've scrambled it over the line. It was a scrappy goal, but Bentley won't care. Fine save, the second one in particular from Noah Kalamata. And that's going to be Cameron Saul's last involvement in the game. What a way to finish. His 9th and 10th goals of the VPL 1 season. Sean Ellis thought he was coming off. The wrong number was up on the 4th official scored. Said it will be Luke Aresti, heavily involved in that goal, who makes way for Rio Okamoto. Triple change for Northcote as well. Palinic, Webb, and Harding come off. Here comes Austin Ganino, Chris Badawi, and Owen Ashton is the final player making his introduction. Ganino will play on the left after his stint with the Melbourne Victory youth team. Joined Northcote in the mid-season window. Haven't had too many opportunities to impress. Sliding challenge from Spaseski. He was adjudged to have played the ball. I'm sure you heard the shouts from the home crowd. Normal service has resumed at Kingston Heath. Bentley have found their goal. And they've won the ball back here, and Ellis, well, maybe too honest for his own good there. Didn't even look to the referee. Zara. Ellis. Oh, beautiful from Ellis. But he's eventually run down by Dante Sakita. And that ball eventually has crossed the line. Martinovic. Ellis shields it and wins the throw. Ellis. Way out of the corner for the Scotsman. Northcote City goal kick. Rubashevsky. Ellis floats to the far post. Okamoto. Adrian Zara was arriving. Comes to nothing for Bentley. They recycle possession. Hunt. Zara. Most people expected Bentley to bounce back at the first time of asking. This is a difficult league. The squad has been rebuilt in George Katsakis' image after he took over from David Chick. This season has been a run of gritty wins. A dominant defence. Real key performers in attack. Late challenge from Boxham.
Kick it! Kick it, you fucking ref!
Oh, and Ashton perhaps lucky to avoid a booking there. Roxon. Ellis. Anywhere will do from Broxton. Rubashevsky couldn't make anything of it, but Ellis can. Okamoto, the shoulder of Nerchovsky. It's too tough for even a player of Zach Bates' quality. He's got wheels, Zach Bates. Look at the acceleration. One side of the pitch to the other in a flash. Okamoto. Stands up his man. Young Chris Bentleigh did well in defence. Appleton. Short head ball against Bates. Touched an arm. Play is allowed to continue. Appleton. Ward. It's showing that this game is not done yet. Bentleigh. Turned over. And Ellis try and play the direct pass. Rubashevsky bearing down on it. Kalamata judged it well. Zipped into Ward in midfield. Two number 17s go head to head. Last touch off Bates. Spills to Martinovic. Push on Okamoto there, goes unpunished. And the trip won't. Justin Ganino, the player at fault. Northcote have had their trials and tribulations this season, parting ways with their head coaching duo. Hasn't exactly resulted in the new manager bounce they were hoping for under Jeff Olver. It's tough to change coaches so late in the year and expect a response. There's stud showing there from Ward. Sean Ellis certainly felt the brunt of them. Contact came after Ward had played the ball. The question is whether the action was unsafe. So as things stand, Bentley will go up as champions. Georgies will join them in second, and Melbourne City into the lottery of the playoffs unless they find a winning goal against Brunswick City to then overhaul George Cross. 3-0 in Caroline Springs. That result looks pretty safe for Georgies, but destiny not in their hands. Ishmael Haji will be summoned for Bentley. And Jackson Nikovsky will make way for Jaden Scott. So a positional reshuffle. No way Jaden Scott's going to be playing centre half. Sam Ward, the ever dependable. He will go back into central defence alongside Nolan, who's taken the captain's armband now after Alan Webb made way earlier. Looks like Sean Ellis won't be able to continue here, which is a real shame. He's lit up this game, just as he's lit up many of the occasions he's graced in Victorian football. And he gets a warm round of applause as he limps off. Ishmael Haji on to replace him. Von Essen will go down the right, Haji on the left. And Okamoto in that number 10 position. Von Essen for Rubashevsky. George Cross scored a fourth against Western United. Emphatic finish to the season from Georgies. Rubashevsky. Bentley just need to manage that game now. With their defensive record, 5 clean sheets in their last 6, you'd wager they're more than capable of doing that, but you never know what can happen with final day nerves a factor. Martinovic for Okamoto. I thought he was pushed in the back there. Appleton comes away with it for Northcote. Bates, on the way past Hillier. Haji with his first involvement, helps it on to Okamoto. He loses out to Ashton. Good switch of play from Owen Ashton, but it's an awkward bounce for Austin Ganino. Sakita. Spaseski. Looks it out to Badawi. Taken by Chris Badawi. Martinovic. Only got a glancing touch on that.
Guys, come back here. Oscar, come back here when the game's finished, okay?
Sakita for Bates. Nolan. Had Rubashevsky nipping at his heels. Long spell of Northcote possession here, which hasn't been the pattern in the game. All eyes on Brunswick City and Melbourne City, Dunstan Reserve. And the young Melbourne City players find the go-ahead goal. It's often hard for these teenage phenoms in the pressure games at the back end of the season. We've seen Western United falter before when promotion was on the table for them. Melbourne Victory getting it done before the final day last year. So they'll be returning to VPL 1 next season. They look fairly comfortable at the moment, nursing that 2-1 lead. They'd love a third. Von Essen can't keep it in play. Bates. Ganino. Ganino's ball in! And needed a telling touch from Jaden Scott that didn't arrive. Hearts and mouths around Kingston Heath. Brendan White able to comfortably claim. But the diminutive Jaden Scott in the aerial target in the box, not something many would have foreseen. Zara. Scott, loose touch. Fired through a narrow gap by Martinovic. Zara settles for a throw. Ko Nakajima has been sent to warm up by Northcote. See if he makes his debut. One of a handful of players promoted from the under-23s today. Martinovic. Broxham has stayed on side. Broxham's cross! And it hasn't crossed the line, has it? It's a goal! Lee Broxham I think his reaction says it all. I'm not sure he meant it. It came off both posts. And the assistant on the near side has spotted it. It's crossed the line. Bentley Greens have their 3-1 lead. And that should do it for the home side. They look to have wrapped up the championship. Well, the cross-turn shot completely caught out the goalkeeper, who flapped at it with a desperate left arm. Off the inside of the far post, off the inside of the near post. It was hooked off the line, but not in time. And Lee Broxham has an unlikely goal to send Bentley into a comfortable lead on the final day and perhaps cement their spot at the top of the table. Meanwhile, Melbourne City trail against Brunswick City. That's the shock result of the day. George Cross have gone up 5-0 against Western United. So it'll be the two fallen giants, Bentley and George Cross, going up to MPL next season. George Cross with a much longer stay outside of the top flight than Bentley, it must be said. Bentley who lift the trophy. That is unless Northcote mount an unlikely comeback here. Or Melbourne City turn it around at Dunstan Reserve. Whatever happens, if Bentley retain this lead, they will go up as champions. After trailing from that Alan Webb goal. Bentley have shown their grit and their character today. Hallmark of the side, who is today led by Luke Biles and Adrian Zara with the armbands. Short corner taken, back to Hunt. Picks out Hillier at the far post. Bentley make it 4 and really get the party started at Kingston Heath. Haji. There's a few ricochets between attacker and defender, but the officials have decided it's a corner. Left-footed delivery from the corner. Jay. Bates goes over. Northcote free kick. Spaseski. Broxham. Zara, raking ball over the top. Haji, goalkeeper hesitated. Ismail Haji clips the crossbar. That would have been something special. The man who scored the decisive goal against Northcote City in the reverse fixture was inches away from a fourth and confirmation of Bentley's top flight status. Moto came sliding in. Wasn't Lucas Martia's liking. And here's the senior team debut coming up for Ko Nakajima. Zach Bates will be withdrawn. Northcote rolling out the youth, as expected on the final day of the season, when Northcote have no chance of sneaking into the playoffs. Might have been a much different game if Northcote had managed to beat Manningham last week. Would have had huge flow-on effects for the table. The relegation battle wouldn't have been sorted. Northcote would have been in with a shout of overhauling North Sunshine Eagles and qualifying for the playoffs, but instead, this game has been a dead rubber for them. They played their part though, taking the lead through Alan Webb. Bentley have flexed their muscle. Still George Cross 5, Western United 0. George Cross stealing second spot off Melbourne City, who trail to Brunswick City. Sure, the noise of that Brunswick City goal has been greeted by euphoria over at Caroline Springs George Cross. City need to turn it around and win to get that second promotion spot. Well, Rubashevsky's done terrifically well. Haji robbed of possession by Ward. Tackle was hard but fair. Ashton gets the game restarted, and counter-attack immediately breaks down. Martinovic. Okamoto chasing it. Laid off to Broxham. Haji out of the sky and knocking it back to Zara. Ismail Haji again. Trying to get around Badawi. Ball stayed in somehow. Spaseski. Haji taking over again. Spaseski with the last touch and clears. Only as far as Martinovic. Martinovic popping up on the left flank, all of a sudden, playing the 1-2 with Haji. Broxton will cover him at right fullback for the time being. Martinovic with the cross. Difficult one for Essen to make something of. He does head it down to Rubashevsky. Rubashevsky has a swing at it. Zara! High and wide. This crowd are baying for a fourth goal and final confirmation of promotion. They should do it regardless. Ball into the channel. Rubashevsky. Ward knocks it into touch. Bentley are preparing another double change. Chris Drutzis is going to come on. So to Dion Nicolaitis. Northcote regaining possession, but not for long. Hillier stepping in and clearing. Here comes that double change. Von Essen, though he doesn't know it yet, will be withdrawn. And so too Lee Broxham, scorer of the third and potentially decisive goal. And he gets a warm round of applause as he takes his lead. The A-League record games holder has come to the NPL and made a real impact, helping save St Albans Dynamo from relegation last season, and now helping deliver a championship and promotion for the Bentley Greens. Of course, barring a miracle Northcote City comeback. Hayden Von Essen giving a few high fives and handshakes to the juniors who've run to the fence to support him. Great to see the juniors out in force today. Really healthy Bentley crowd. Sakita down the line. Nakajima. The byline up against Sim. Brendan White couldn't hold it. Northcote have a corner. Swinger delivered. Zara defending the near post. Okamoto away. Oh, and Brunswick City have taken a 2-0 lead over Melbourne City. Bentley race forwards, Drutz is sliding in. So that all but confirms that it will be Bentley and George Cross going back to the top division. Haji! Firmly struck, too close to Kalamata. Incident off the ball involving Drutzis, which was not seen by the officials. Thought he was brought to ground behind play. Lucas Matia would have needed eyes in the back of his head to spot that one. All right, it is 2-0 at Dunstan Reserve. Extraordinary. Melbourne City had promotion in their hands, but have coughed it up on the final day to George Cross. Bentley, meanwhile, coming from behind to secure the championship, barring a late comeback here from Hercules. Ashton. Spaseski. Ashton again. Spreads the play to Ganino. He strayed the wrong side of the last defender. A position he should be offside in, really. Brendan White with the long goal kick. Zara. Rolls it back to Sim. Off Ganino and out into touch. This is Appleton. Hunt didn't get there in time. 1 minute of regulation time to play, plus stoppages, before Bentley can celebrate. Oh, Nolan left it short. Haji. Fourth goal would be the icing on the cake. Won't get it this time. Sakita won it back. This is Appleton again. Rolls it in. Ashton! Very presentable chance for Northcote. It's straight at Brendan White. And Owen Ashton is a picture of frustration. Would have been a fine goal if he hit that first time. Picked out a corner. Approaching 90 minutes on the clock. Two minutes up on the boards. 2 minutes before Bentley's top flight status is confirmed and they are crowned VPL 1 champions. Hunt. Through the top. Drutzes. Rubashevsky. Holding it in the corner. The Bentley bench are on their feet. Even Sean Ellis has got an ice pack taped to his knee. They are ready to run on and celebrate in style. Time ticking down at Kingston Heath. It's rolled through. Square to Zara. Wouldn't sit for him. Nakajima. Counter-attack breaks down for Northcote. They've tried their hearts out today with a heavily rotated squad, but it's going to be Bentley's day. Bentley Greens are back to the top flights. The fallen giants return to the summit of Victorian football, and they return as champions. And it's a full-scale pitch invasion as the juniors run on to celebrate with the players. Nerves were shredded at Kingston Heath when Alan Webb scored the opener. But they've shown their mettle. A double from Cameron Saul. A third from Lee Broxham. And the Bentley Greens celebrate with their head coach, George Katsakis. He wasn't on the touchline today, but he is lifted into the air by his players. What a way to do it, coming from behind. They're the best defence in the competition all season, and full of proven big game performers. They have delivered. It is no easy feat to get promoted from VPL 1. But at the second time of asking, Bentley have done it. And they will lift the championship. And they will be promoted alongside Caroline Springs, George Cross. So two historic names in Victorian football return to the MPL. The juniors pile in for a team photo. I'll leave you with these scenes on the Football Victoria live stream. Bentley are the champions. Bentley are back in the NPL. The final score, Bentley Greens 3, Northcote City 1. How you doing? Yeah, very good. James?
How are you? Yeah, it was a long time.
That was a good call, man.
Yeah?
I had no idea what was happening in the Bronx goal. It was so, like, random. Yeah. It's not the best broadcast position, but...
Yeah. Tough game for Northcote.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, look, they play a few minutes. Yeah. If they won last week, we would have been
Yeah.
When they took the lead, I thought, here we go.
I didn't even see it. I just rocked up, looked at my phone, checking all the other
It was
games.
actually, number 23.
Yeah.
He played a beautiful dribble and
Yeah.
just went through and mentally
I'll let you be. Good to see you too, James. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, hopefully.
Dang, that thing is killing my eyes. So, what's your prediction for this week?
The finals. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think Avondale will be the favourites now. I was looking very good too, but I think Avondale probably more talent. But it's close. I really don't. I mean, Preston have a big fan base, so like that could be a pretty big difference to make going. The sort of playoff games. Although they have to go away to Oakley this weekend. That sort of pitch should definitely be very well. Their pitch is massive and Oakley's is tiny. They play their pitch so well. Maybe it's Preston 4-0 last time. We're no fans, but this time there'll be fans. But so that'll be a different make-up. We'll see. I mean, Daniel and Thunder probably a dark horse. They lost to Preston yesterday, but they rested 9 players, so we're just focusing on finals. I think it should be Avondale. Avondale or Heidelberg is two best teams. I'm really quite Oakley have two of the best players in the league. I don't think they're going to do it again like they did last year. But
So, where are like
Lakeside. So the grand final will be at Lakeside. So it's always a neutral venue for the finals. For the elimination finals and the semi-finals, the home team gets advantage where they're higher in the team. So Avondale will host the semi-final at Venture Park, and Heidelberg will host their semi-final at Olympic Village. We're waiting to see what happens with this Oakley Preston game because they're doing some construction on their grandstand. I think it'll be open next week. That's what I just heard. So hopefully it's there, and then Thunder will host another elimination final.
yeah, that would be great. We can actually make use of it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, we should be able to film from there next week. I think it'll be Sunday. Yeah, 3:30 PM Sunday.
Yeah, I'll check my schedule. I'm probably not doing that.
What's up today? Yeah, I'll see you. Hopefully I catch you in the finals. Exactly.
Hopefully they will actually fix the scaffold. Give it a proof.
They have to. They have to. They're going to have every game to win.
Yeah.
See you later.
See ya. Oh, yeah, I think it's over.